doesn't like President Trump.
Heard a lot of extreme things about Donald Trump from Donald Trump. It's kind of par for the course. It's really, unfortunately, with a guy like that, it's kind of baked into the vote at this point.
And I guess the last thing I say, Tim, before I turn this over to you is no voter, no Trump voter, no Harris, but no voter should ever accept that fascism and Hitler admiration is baked into any damn cake.
Yeah, or that it's par for the course to think that Hitler's generals really were doing something right. And I think that Lindsey Graham's point there at the end of his first comments, not his more recent comments, about how John Kelly's a good man, people should listen to him, are right. And that's what we should leave voters with. And you're right, Nicole, and it's almost too obvious to say, but it needs to be said that they're lying to their own voters. Like, they're lying to their own voters to save their own hide. And that was one of the fundamental things that got us here, right? Like that Republican elected officials were not being true to their voters, were not being candid with them. And here we are doing it all over again, but in service to somebody who is deeply dangerous to the country. So, I mean, look, I think that to answer the Cornell's question to you, I guess, and to push back on Chris Sununu's idea that this kind of rhetoric, that Trump being a fascist, is par for the course. It isn't par for the course to a segment of voters that the longest-serving chief of staff to a president would try to sound the alarm 2 weeks out and say that he's a danger to the country. Like, that isn't par for the course to people. Like Trump sending out weird tweets or Trump doing Arnold Palmer shtick or whatever, like that might be par for the course, but this kind of alarm is not par for the course. There's actually no precedent for it. And I do think that there's some voters that are gettable. I think that it's helpful to talk in plain terms to them. And I think, as you rightly point out, it's right for history to talk about fascism and the seriousness of this. But for voters, for young voters, I think it's important for Democrats to say this week, John Kelly's own military advisors said that, Donald Trump's own military advisors said that Trump wanted to shoot peaceful protesters, and the generals had to stop him. And when they did stop him, he called them the P word. So for young voters trying to decide if this is important and want to have the right to protest or speak out in the next term, they should think about the fact that Donald Trump's own top advisors said that Trump wanted to shoot protesters, right? And same thing for, the kind of Nikki Haley voters, when you just think about how Mike Pence and Kelly and all them, their warnings, that should resonate with Nikki Haley voters. I do think there are groups of people this could resonate with.
It's so important what you just said, Tim, about how unprecedented